What's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is April. I am a retired weight loss coach for women, current mom of one toddler, expecting my second in 2 to 3 weeks. So this video, just so you know, is going to be some freezer meal meal prep that I'm doing for postpartum. So once we have the baby, I want to have some large meals prepped that we can just thaw overnight and then eat, you know, like reheat in the oven or in the microwave and eat easily without having to cook. That was seriously one of the best things that people did for us when we had Isaiah, our first son, was bringing us meals or ordering us dinner through DoorDash or whatever. So if you are looking to support a new mom, I'm telling you, in my opinion, that was like the most helpful thing. So this time around, I want to be more prepared myself and have it done. So I have 3 to 5 recipes that I'm hoping to get done within this video. But you know, as a mom of a toddler, you kind of have to fit it in where you can get it in. So I'm not guaranteeing at this moment how many recipes I will get finished before I post this video, but at least 3 for sure. I'm also going to be sharing with you my nightly cleaning routine. So the cleaning routine that I'm going to show in this video, I do pretty much every night. Obviously not every day is perfect. I would say realistically, I do it 4 to 5 nights a week. Usually the nights that Scott is home from work, I don't do the cleaning routine because I just want to spend time with him and Isaiah. But that being said, it doesn't take me very long. It's usually about 30 minutes. So hopefully it'll inspire you to create a routine of your own if you don't already have one, or just motivate you to get yours done if you are not feeling it today. So let's get into the video, and thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any more videos. And now let's get going. So this is the first recipe I'm going to be doing. It's a black bean and chicken enchilada recipe that I found on Pinterest. I will be linking all of the recipes in the description box below, so don't feel like you need to take notes or anything like that. This recipe was actually super easy, and it would have been even easier if I had bought pre-cooked chicken, which the recipe suggested, but I didn't have pre-cooked chicken, so I just cooked the chicken that I had in our Instant Pot, which is probably my favorite way to cook chicken breast because it's super easy to shred, and it takes, I think I only cooked it for like 15 minutes if I remember correctly. So this recipe probably only took me maybe 20 minutes to make, and it makes a huge batch, which you'll see at the end. So right now I'm just mixing all of the ingredients into a bowl to make the enchilada mix. And next I'll be spraying the pan and laying out the tortillas. And then we're going to move on to our next recipe. Also, I find that I use scissors, like meat cutting scissors, so often in the kitchen. I like hardly ever use a knife anymore when it comes to like cutting or dicing things. Tell me in the comments if you use scissors in the kitchen as well. I just think they're so much easier and more convenient. Okay, so this next recipe, I actually set out to do this one first. It's a beef stew, but then when I laid out all the ingredients here, I realized I was missing rosemary and red wine. So I had to actually put it off to the next day to make this, but I was able to prep the vegetables, which you see here. So after I made the chicken enchiladas, I peeled and diced the carrots, I cut up the celery and the onion, and I just put them in a Ziploc bag and kept them in the fridge until the next day, which you'll see in a bit here when I actually finished making the beef stew. So I started cutting my onions like this several months ago from watching Tiffany Beeston. I mentioned her in my last video also, so obviously I watch her a lot, but I just think this is so cool. I mean, you can dice an onion so much more quicker this way. So tell me in the comments if you cut your onion like this or if you do it the old school way. And here I'm just showing you the enchiladas are done. And I'm gonna get back to chopping here shortly, but this looks delicious. So this is actually the next morning. I didn't make anything else other than the chicken enchiladas yesterday, and then I just prepped some of the vegetables for the beef stew. So this morning, the next day, I ended up waking up at like 3:45 to go to the restroom, and I could not go back to sleep. So I just got up around 5 and decided to get started on the beef stew, which is what I'm doing here, dicing up the potatoes, and then I actually end up finishing another recipe after this. So it was a productive morning, but I was extremely tired. why it looks like I'm so aggressively stirring this ricotta cheese, but the recipe suggested stirring the cheese to make it smoother. So when you layer it into the lasagna, it just spreads more evenly. But I just thought it looked so funny right there. It looked like I was just going crazy on the ricotta cheese. Okay, so I figured I would give a little update. So yesterday, the only thing I made was the chicken enchiladas because I didn't have the 2 ingredients to make the beef stew that I needed. But I did get a chance to prep all the vegetables, so I chopped up the celery, the onion, and the carrots beforehand, so that was good. And then this morning I had pregnancy insomnia, so I woke up at like 3:45 and laid in bed until almost 5, and then was like, I should just get up. So I got up and decided to go ahead and make the beef stew. And then Scott got up with around like 7:15. Isaiah was up at 6:30, and now I'm finishing up the lasagna. And it's only, I don't even know what time it is, but I think it's only like 8:30 right now. So, not bad. I have 3 big recipes out of the way. I still have a couple more that I want to do and hopefully we'll share in this video, but if I don't get to them by like tomorrow, I'll probably save them for the next video. But so far I think my total cook time has been maybe 3 hours. I definitely could have cooked multiple recipes at once if I was better prepared and like planned it out, but I didn't really know like what my time constraints were gonna be, and I've just been like fitting in cooking when I can. So anyway, just thought I'd give you a heads up on how I'm getting this done. So I will update you when this is done, and we'll see what other recipes I get to for this video. All right, so we are now at the end of the night where I start my nightly cleaning routine. The first thing I always do is come downstairs after putting Isaiah to bed and pick up all his toys. Today, it actually wasn't much of a mess. We spent a lot of the day outside, and then we were actually just singing and dancing to music for a lot of the evening, so there wasn't too much to clean up, which was nice, and that actually allowed me to get some additional cleaning done that I don't normally do during my nighttime routine, which you'll see here shortly. So here I'm just wiping down the guest bathroom downstairs. This is not usually part of my nightly routine. I usually get this done 2 or 3 times a week while Isaiah's napping or just whenever he's preoccupied doing something, because it doesn't take me very long. It's a small bathroom, but we have our babysitter coming tomorrow, and I always like to make sure that this restroom is nice and clean for her. So again, since there wasn't too much to pick up downstairs, I went ahead and got this done. this is definitely part of my nightly routine, cleaning the kitchen, just wiping down the counters, putting all the dishes away, loading the dishwasher, and running it before I go to bed. I love coming downstairs in the morning to a clean kitchen. Usually I do have dishes drying on the drying rack that I have to put away in the morning, but it's such a nice feeling when I can get those put away the night before, so that the only dishes I have to put away in the morning are the ones from the dishwasher. But as you can see, our kitchen is very small. I love this house. We're renting right now, and it's a duplex, and most of it is very open and bright, and there's a lot of natural light, but the kitchen is so closed off, and I don't like the countertops or the dark cabinets. We don't even have a pantry, so there's very little storage, which makes keeping the counters clear and clutter-free very difficult. So it kind of drives me crazy. I feel like I'm constantly rearranging things, trying to make room for everything, but it is what it is. One day we will have a bigger kitchen, and then I'll probably complain about how much kitchen I have to clean every day. But until then, we're making it work as best as we can in this small one. I don't know what it is about the coffee station, but I feel like it is always dirty. Like, if you make 1 cup of coffee, the whole counter is stained with coffee. If you grind the coffee, there's grinds everywhere. I just feel like I'm showing you here how dirty it is. I already wiped down the counter once, and I wiped it again, and it still had coffee on it. Like, how is that possible? Anyway, this is also not part of my usual nightly routine. If I notice a lot of water spots on the dishwasher door, I'll wipe that down really quickly, but I did notice that there was a lot of water marks and just random stuff stuck to the cabinets as well. And I do this a lot. Like, if I see something that's dirty, sometimes I cannot help myself. I just have to clean. And then I end up going on this huge deep cleaning frenzy and like totally wearing myself out, not just when I'm pregnant, like just anytime. So I have to be very careful to not let myself get carried away, especially now. But I did end up wiping down all of the bottom cabinets in our kitchen tonight. So that definitely added on to how much time I spent cleaning, but it's okay. It needed to get done, and better now than after the baby comes. So I would say, for the most part, this is pretty accurate to what my nightly cleaning routine looks like. It does vary slightly, again, depending on how messy downstairs is and if I was able to get Isaiah's dinner cleaned up before he went to bed, things like that. But I usually first come downstairs and pick up his toys. Then I usually wipe down the kitchen, wipe down the dining room table, put away any of his dishes, and then vacuum. So this is the final result. It feels really good. All right, so it is now about 9:15. I have not been cleaning this whole time. I think I put Isaiah down around 6:45 and I started cleaning about 7. And then tonight I ended up cleaning for closer to like 45 minutes to an hour because I was wiping down the cabinets and I cleaned the bathroom, which are things I don't typically do, like I mentioned. But felt good to get some of those things done. Next on the agenda, maybe tomorrow, actually, I think I'm going to take down Isaiah's birthday party decorations and redecorate with our fall decor because I do want to get that up before the baby comes. So, and I have a babysitter tomorrow, so hopefully I can make that happen. So thank you for stopping by and watching this video. Make sure you like it so I know to make more content like this. And subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any new videos, especially the fall decor one, and any new baby updates that might be coming your way. So look forward to seeing you in the next video. Make it a great day.